everyone. Today my lecture topic is AFSPA. AFSPA stands for the Armed Force Special Power Act. The Armed Force Special Power Act gives power to the armed forces to maintain law and order in a disturbed area. They have the authority to prohibit the gathering of 5 or more peoples in an area. They can use force or even fire at the people after giving the due warnings if they found any suspicious activity in that area. They can even search any premise without giving the prior warrant to the people. They can arrest people without showing any warrant, and they can seize also the weapons if they find it illegal. So let's understand the brief history of AFSPA. The Act AFSPA was introduced first in the northeastern states a decade ago, when there was a massive disturbance in the northeastern state and the state government found it difficult to control. So they approached the central government for framing such law. Then the Armed Force Special Power was discussed in both the houses, and later this bill was made as Act on 1958 by giving the President assent to it. Now let's understand what is a disturbed area where the AFSPA is made initialized. And disturbed area is considered as under the section 3 of AFSPA, under which it can be any reason under which the AFSPA the state or the area is declared as the disturbed. It may be because of the regional disputes, any language disputes, caste disputes. It may be any reasons because of which the state has lost its order and become a disturbed state. Now let's understand who has the authority to make any state or area as a disturbed area. The state government, that is, even in the state government, the governor has the authority to make to declare the state as the disturbed area. Then the central government has the authority to declare the state as the disturbed area. And in the UT, whoever administers the UT at that time can declare the UT as the disturbed area. So now let's understand what are the special powers given to the officer who has the AFSPA law in that area. Under the section 4 of the AFSPA, the special power given to the army officer over there under this act is they can prohibit the assembly of five or more powers, and they can even fire or use the force to stop them by giving the due warning. If any people is carrying weapons without any reason, or they have the illegal possession of the weapons, they can fire at that people, or by without giving the showing him the warrant. However, the officer gives the fire at the people. They have the authority to fire at the people after giving the due warnings if they find any suspicious activity in any disturbed area. Even they can seize the property if they found any suspicious activity is going in any disturbed area, and they can recover or even arrest people if they are made hostages at a particular place in an disturbed area. And if a person is arrested in a disturbed area by the army, they have to hand over the person to the police immediately, as soon as they have to nearest police station as soon as the custody is over. Thank you.
Good evening, friends. Today the topic for the lecturette is AFSPA, or Armed Forces Special Power Act. So initially this act was mainly used by the British government to suppress the Quit India movement, and later on this act was passed after the independence on 11 September 1958 in Parliament of India. During the initial days, this act was imposed in the northeastern states like in Assam and Nagaland, but later on in Jammu and Kashmir also this act was imposed and is there till date. This act can be brought up into force by the central government or by the governor of the state. Now, if I talk about various powers which are given to the armed forces personnel under AFSPA, then firstly, any of the houses or properties can be searched without any warrant, where the defense personnel think that any suspicious people or group of persons are hiding. Secondly, any vehicles can also be checked. Thirdly, more than 5 people cannot gather at particular place in that disturbed area. Also, open fire can be done if it is necessary. If the situation is going out of control, then this step can also be taken. So these were the main parts. Now if I talk about the arguments which are in the favor of AFSPA, then firstly, the morale of the defense personnel is boosted up. The insurgency level has reduced very much in the areas where this act has been under force. Also, the borders are well protected. Now, the points which are against the AFSPA, then firstly, violation of human rights is the first point. As many times it has been seen that the violation of human rights is done by the defense personnel. Also, this act is being compared to the old Rowlatt Act, in which it has been said that any of the person just on the behalf of the doubt is being arrested, which is not good. So this is one of the another point which is against the AFSPA. So at last, I would like to conclude by saying that this act is very much necessary, as because of this act only the insurgency level has been reduced very much in the recent years. So yes, not only in those states where AFSPA is still there, but in the other states where there is too much of the disturbance, AFSPA should come into force. Thank you.